Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated.
Hello, everyone. Hey, Seventh. Hey, Body. Welcome to the replay crew. I have been going through that tiny closet in the dining room. One of the things I found was healthy kids. For more information, dial 1-800, whatever the other numbers are. But, I'm going to be selling this at the yard sale. Unless the granddaughter wants to play with it. But, hey, Shannon, how are you? Oh, man. It was a beautiful day to go over the pass yesterday. Blue sky, some clouds, no snow, green trees. In the last year, I have been over that pass for every single season. Yep. This goes. Oh, here's another thing I found. I'm not exactly sure if I should sell or keep or what. Spalding's Pancho Gonzalez tennis rackets. I sound like I need to tighten one of them. But yeah. A lot of people use these for decorations. Growing up as a kid, I used it as an actual tennis racket. So, I don't know. Spent years in these. Dad called these catguts. Yeah, they are, and I don't know if I should sell them in the yard sale or just keep them as decoration. I mean, they work just fine. Growing up, that's how I learned how to play tennis. These things are heavy. Good God. No wonder I liked racquetball. Yeah, I'm finding pictures. I'm finding pictures of my cousins when they were younger. Pictures of my aunt and uncle when they were way younger. I have to write on the back who they are. I need to run this thing through image search. I have no idea. I'm getting, by the looks of the halo, this is supposed to be a saint. Yeah, I don't. It's got to be older than I am, those rackets. But yeah, it's got to. I mean, maybe just drop it off at the church door. They'll know. I don't know. What gets me is this was. I'll have to ask my cousins first and see if they know before I go get rid of it. This is gonna sound terrible. Okay, being raised Hispanic, I was told I could be friends. Hey, Paola. I was told I could be friends with black people, but I wasn't allowed to date them because of the animosity between Mexicans and blacks from God knows when. But so that's why I was surprised this was in some stuff mother had. So yeah, ask relatives if they don't know. I'm just gonna drop it on the church doorstep. They might have, or look up, maybe have an idea of a black saint. It's very, very odd, and I don't think it's all tangled up. I don't think the rosary was supposed to be part of it. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it's just really strange. I mean, no, nothing. So I gotta ask my old aunts before they're too old to know. There's nothing. I mean, the head's hollow, but like I said, going through stuff to get rid of nothing for that yard sale. I think I have in that little tiny closet, I think I have a good 2 years worth of hubby's shampoo that I put in a bag and put in there. And these new bags that they have from the stores nowadays, these thicker ones, reusable ones, I didn't know what was in it, so I bought some more. Plenty of shampoo. I should look up these names and see if I can figure out. 'Cause I have no idea. No clue whatsoever. I mean, and oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, so I'll ask family members, and if not, it's going on the church parts. I got no use for it. I mean, I've already got what every Mexican grandmother has is the 2 foot uh um Virgin Mary. Yeah. You can tell I am a retired Catholic, not a practicing Catholic. I had to think of her name. But, God, I was raised by an Irish priest. That's the priest that we had in our parish for pretty much my whole time living down in Grandview. And then we had Father Signs, who was a Jesuit that took care of Mabton. Father Signs was stern, very extremely smart, very stern. Father McDonald was really nice, and that was a man who practiced uh, the what is it? Poverty. His clothes. I mean, his clothes would pretty much be ripped up and falling off before he could hide a rip under his shirt by putting on his coat. He just yeah. I was Catholic as well. So I have a large collection of mother's rosaries. One of the first rosaries when we were going through it, my oldest asked, "Do you have the monk's rosary?" And I'm like, "Yep, I got that one." He's proceeded to go back to church. How on earth was Do Not Disturb? Is that on my phone or on my? It must have been on my computer. I don't know how that was set. But yeah, I've got I want to go through the closet this weekend. After Saturday, we're going down to the Lower Valley and clean graves. But yeah, that's how big this rosary is. So I'm pretty sure my oldest wants it eventually because he decided to go back to the church. I won't get anywhere near it. I think it's the ones. I don't know for sure, but I visualized that they used to tie around their waist. It's all the pictures you see. I don't know. Yeah. So. uh, I don't have Irish blood. I've Scottish. Hubby's got Irish and Welsh, and that's it. That's his 2 options. So, but yeah, I've got turquoise, and I think turquoise came from my Uncle Willie. Got back there, I've got hidden. Uh, Yeah, it's back there. It's hanging back up. Eastern Orthodox rosary. And I've got an Anglican pair breeds too. I was waiting for that answer. I could never remember, but I knew they were all different countries. So, yeah, my mother gave me the most religious name I can get. Christina Marie. Christ and Mary. My brother's name is Walt Anthony. And that was, oh God, I remember when that happened. That was an argument. Oh, cool. I'm sure some teachers had a Moonian. That had to be wow. That's cool. Yeah, they weren't the standard biblical names. I've got hematite. Got a rosary made out of hematite, and then of course the typical crystal-looking things, and somewhere in a box it's up here. I have one blessed by Pope John Paul, and so. But oof, my poor Lexapure just turned bright red. I opened that closet and started bringing stuff out. It just did not like all the dust that came out of there. And I've got pictures galore I've got to go through. I'm going to take them out of the frames and just yard sale the frames and nah. Oh, hematite has excellent energy. No. Somewhere in a thing, I have a hematite ring. I don't have any rings on today. I've lost so much weight that they all want to fall off. Oh God, my hands are filthy. Like I didn't get a chance to wash them. That's gross. Yeah. Just give me a second. I can't. Once I discovered that they were dusty and dirty, no thanks. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Okay. All right. Much better. Yeah. It's just one of my things. It's always been one of my things. Can't have dirty hands. No. Mm-mm. And it may be genetic. I don't know. My oldest did finger painting once. He played in the thing for a little bit and then looked at me like, wash my hands. He never did it again. So, yeah. Oh, God. Somewhere I have my upper end elementary school aged baseball glove that one of my classmates wrote Pissy Chrissy. Yeah. And then can you imagine growing up with the name Bratton? Especially when there was nobody around who had that. Oh, yeah, I got teased a lot for that one, too. Oh, yes. I don't even remember the last time I went to confession. Exactly. Yeah. Why the priest sits in that little box by himself, listening. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have a couple bags to take out after I'm done with that. But I'm also gotta find a place for the stuff. I got a yard sale now too. So yeah. Uh-huh. You have 10 Hail Marys and 2 Our Fathers. And I think there was another prayer they would give you too. I don't remember. But yeah, I just was not. Yeah. I remember I was pretty much done with that religion when I asked Father McDonald if I could be an altar girl. Oh no, that was no, cannot have that. No, can do. So I was pretty much done with that religion at that point. I'm like, okay, yeah, no. Especially since oh yeah. Yeah. I got a box of pictures of Mother in Rome that I think I might just take out the pictures, throw them away, and just sell the photo album. So close, except there was no D at the end, and he ended up being Monsignor. He baptized the youngest. Father Mulcahy baptized and did holy confirmation. Oh yeah, baptized. Father Mulcahy did the baptism, First Holy Communion, and confirmation for the oldest, and then Father McDonald did, or Monsignor did the youngest baptism, and then Mulcahy did his First Holy Communion. So yeah. Oh my God, I know. I found. Oh, get this. I gotta go through this box. Hold on. You know, most people, their parents, as they get older, develop Alzheimer's. Neither one of mine did. Dad's cholesterol was at about 300, and I'm still a firm believer that our cholesterol goes up because our brain needs to eat. But yeah, and so mother's stuff, I couldn't get rid of, even though I downsized her from a 3-bedroom house to a 700 square foot apartment, because she wanted to know where everything is. I have a box of kitchen stuff. I'm like, I think this is a board scraper, but this is the one. Maybe you guys can tell me what this is if I can find it. Is this for cheese? There's no markings. There's water spot, but it's a very big box full of clinks that I gotta clink them together into baggies. Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean, I may take some of the, oh, this is Play-Doh. I'm like going, oh, I may take these measuring spoons to the cabin. They're Play-Doh. I wonder if my mother thought what I did, that these were measuring spoons since they're all looped together. So, here's some measuring cups. I can take these to the cabin. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, just. Oh, she had a life of what she thought she was. Hated bread. How did I get this back in there? There we go. She put on airs like she was better than most people. Yeah. Oh, it's to her kitchen now. I don't have the stranger's knife, but we got the blades. Yeah. Yeah, it had to be, look expensive. Yeah, that's what I got rid of a lot of her clothes, except for some that I know will resell. But yeah, women today are not small petite. So yeah, I mean, these are her actual flatware. Yeah, I got this to go through, and since this plastic stuff isn't good for you, the stuff that this caca, I'm gonna replace it with this. Is it a tea? Okay, I was wondering. It just looks like something. I mean, cheese at our house is pre-sliced, pre-cut. The cheese that we don't have is Kraft singles are disgusting. They're plastic. Yeah, I mean, maybe maybe watermelon pieces too. I don't know, those little, or the little nubs off your pineapple. I never could. You people are like, oh, you're not eating your pineapple right. You just peel off these little sections. Never happens for me. Okay, how did I get this in there? There we go. So yeah. Oh, there. Yeah, they taste good and they melt wonderful on your burgers, but yeah, they're like margarine. They're um one molecule away from plastic. But yeah, stuff like this I'll probably keep. Jiminy Christmas, this thing weighs a ton. And this could hurt somebody. This has got to weigh a good half a pound. Good Lord. Wow. Some people just have like small, narrower shoulders, even though they're still good size. But yeah. How many slotted spoons did she need? What's nice is this is going to the cabin. I'm finally being able to, not, I was always able to, I just didn't have an objective to go through this shit and, get rid of it. It was in the closet, it was hidden, forgot all about it. Like, and then, of course, she'd buy things from Pampers. Yeah. I'm guessing this is a potato masher. I think. It doesn't open. Oh, I have 3 junk drawers. No, 4. One of them are filled with cords. Old phone cords, old like AC adapters. One of these days I'm gonna find one that fits the Santa Claus I got at a thrift store. But I'm looking for those little tiny Cutco knives. I don't think she had any. Oh, these were awesome. These I remember as a kid. Remember these things? It's definitely been used several times. But they were cool. I would roll my orange on the countertop, not peeled. Have a good night, love. Hopefully that package gets there. It's driving me crazy. But yeah, you have to roll your orange around and then you can drink the orange juice out of it. So I'm guessing probably Kentucky Fried Chicken. Unfortunately, I don't have any old sauce packets. I've seen people on eBay sell old, like, Taco Bell sauce packets. Yeah. Yeah, and then I'll be sitting here tonight with the boxes of pictures and everything. Oh, that's a scale, kind of, I guess. Utility scale. Made in the U.S. But I don't see any numbers. Yeah, those were kind of fun when I was a kid. Ouch. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, there they are. I don't have glasses. So I end up making a bigger mess than I did. Goes up to, as far as I can pull it, a little over 10 pounds. But it's a scale. Let's see. Yeah, utility scale. I can't read much of it after that. Take a pencil and a piece of paper over it because it's yeah. Oh yeah. A whole bunch of grab some Ziploc baggies this weekend and found puzzles that I bought that I thought were neat, never used. One of them is compostable. You put it together and then you plant it. I opened the box to see what was the puzzle still in its baggie. So, Jesus. Yeah, the 9-year-old will not eat honey now. Her dad, basically, the new honey, that corn syrup mix that they have now, she will not eat it. And I tried to get her to try raw honey, and I said, see, look, the ingredients, honey, that's all. She goes, as grandma, it says ingredients, plural. So that's just what they do on everything. So yeah, it's just one. I think so. If it's a 10-pound bird, that's a heavy bird, but I've seen them. I've seen those chickens before. The stewing chickens we used to have are non-existent. They're bred so big that they can't barely walk. So, yeah. So, I don't like these. I have one of my own, but I don't like these. I took off the top of my knuckle as a kid with one, so I don't use them. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like it should be in a toolbox. Or fishing. Could also be for fishing. You got a salmon so big and how much it weighs. I caught a 7-pound lake trout. This would have been handy, but I had to go through this box and put them in the baggies and find a place for all the shit. It feels good to get rid of stuff. It feels really, really good. I mean, I've got to remember on top of the Volkswagen in the garage is a TV mount. Can't use it here. My son used it downstairs because their walls are plasterboard and I can't use it with lath and plaster upstairs. So yeah, got rid of one TV. The gal who moved, I'm like, here, you guys need an extra TV. The girls need a TV in their room. Get it out of my basement. empty fish tanks are going. Because I'm not doing fish again. That's a lot of work. So, not dippers. You mean differs from any other scale? Yeah, when I'm done here, I gotta start cleaning up my way. Damn it. There was a knife at one point in here. Those are sharp. Shit. Little Cutco knives. Oh my God. Whatever they were, they held a knife. I'm pretty sure. So much to go through and do. I did that with my skillet. I had one of those rock skillets. Had it for years. Stuff was starting to stick. Threw it away. Had to go to Walmart and buy something similar so I could make holiday stuffing. Because I was like, oh, I'll just make stuffing. Oh, I don't have a pan anymore to do that. So, yeah. But yeah, mother would ask, where's this? Where's this? And so I had it all downstairs. I'm tired. All downstairs. Just gotta go bye-bye. I mean, we've got my favorite chair. I loved it. I used to get ready on it in the kitchen when the boys were younger. Hubby thought he'd take it apart so he could, because it's getting loose. It was an old wooden chair. And reglue it. It's in a plastic container in pieces. So one of these days, dig it out and just put it together myself. I wasn't there when he took it apart, so hopefully I can figure it out. Oh gosh, me and books, yeah. Dictionaries. I keep dictionaries because usage has changed so much. And what was another one? I've got that prevention book on home remedies. And one of her piles, she had the same thing for kids. So I'm keeping that. Ugh, me and cookbooks. Sorry, guys. Oh, shit. I tried to get up earlier. I did not have a Red Bull. I didn't have anything. I had lemonade. I had a cup of coffee. Yeah, I've got cookbook that the ladies' church group put together. God knows how many years ago. Oh man, I don't know where I put it. I bought a cookbook from the 70s. I think it was a McCall's cookbook. When you actually used real food, butter, lard. One of the things on oh God, that sounds good. I have no idea what dinner is here yet. It may just be sandwiches. I just finished last night's dinner for lunch. We went to the Palace. Oh God, you should have seen it. We had to go to the surgeon, the urology surgeon, because he never did get his final checkup and what needed to be done next, because all my battle started. So she's a great. I absolutely love her. She is top notch. She opens the door to the room and she's just like, "Oh shit, is everything okay?" We're like, yeah, it's fine. We just never got the final, and I told her what happened, and I said we just wasn't sure what to do next, and so he has to go in for a CAT scan and then see a urologist next month. I see the oncologist next month. Tired of seeing doctors. Oh, that's so many uses. I use I cheat too for my chicken pot pie. I use Campbell's cream of chicken soup, a little bit of milk, and then for vegetables, I'll take the veg-all cans and just dump it in. With I like using the chicken thighs, chicken legs, dark meat. It absorbs the flavors, the seasoning flavors far better than white meat does. And then if I'm too lazy to make, which is lately, to make a nice pie shell, I just put it in a pan, mix all the veggies and the chicken and the cream of chicken soup and everything in a pan, a little extra poultry seasoning, and then flaky biscuits. Each biscuit I split in half and then just make the top flaky biscuits. Don't use the whole biscuit. I made that mistake once. I had the bottom half was raw. It was no bueno. I mean, you had to just had flavor, but it was raw. So I love the old Betty Crocker cookbook. I've got Mother's, which is the old from the 50s, the red and white checkered, look like a gingham cloth. Got one of those. Got mine from the 80s. But I love the cheesecake recipe in the old one. Oh, God, it's good. Man. And mine has just about every spare little page is either taped a recipe or written out a recipe. And I have a handwritten recipe for red velvet cake. And I think I'm going to cut it in half and laminate both halves. And I'm going to give it to the two sisters because their grandma wrote it out for me. And I'm going to go, you two have to be together and getting along to make this cake. So, yeah, their grandma wrote me out the whole, even to the cream cheese frosting and the idea of putting a toothpick in the cake, and whoever found the toothpick has to do cleanup. So, ooh. Now, I haven't had Dinty Moore in at least 15 years. I told the boys, we were out camping, take the lumps of lard out of it before you cook it. Oh, no. It'll be just fine. Just fine. It was a race for the shovel come the next morning. I didn't need any. It's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Too fattening. And yeah. So I don't even think those guys have eaten it since then either. It's a big joke now to have Dinty Moore stew. We'll just mention it because all the guys are going, oh, yuck. I mean, that's when hubby learned onion helps a wasp sting. And he took the shovel and really didn't pay attention where he started digging and then dug up a ground wasp's nest. So I'm like, hold still. He's like, what? Because he got one on his face. And I'm like, hold still. I said, hold this right there. You'll be fine. Just hold it right there. You'll be fine. Oh, man. I went through boxes. I've got boxes. I separate the pictures. My family, her family, that some of them I don't know. Religious people I know I don't know. It's like, yeah, well, I don't need this. No. I mean, uh, what do you do with pictures that I just gonna throw them away? There's no uh, sentimental attachment because if they're complete strangers and mother, and I have enough pictures of mother that they're just gonna go bye bye. Yeah, it does sound good. I make my beef stew in my Instapot in about 30 minutes, if that. But I use uh, I like using flat iron if I can for stew because it shreds so nicely and it tastes so good. And it has that nice little, if you get a flat iron roast, it's got that nice little gelatin. Oh, the flavor is just to die for. It's so good. We were out at dinner. I about fell over dead. Uh, the menu had a flat iron steak, $28. I was like, we couldn't even give these steaks away when I was the meat wrapper because people didn't know what they were. They weren't gonna touch them. So I used flat irons a few times for Hamburger Helper, the Hamburger Helper beef stroganoff. I just it'd sit out there, nobody would buy it, would go into the discount bin and still nobody would buy it. And me and Lad would just bring it back and relabel it and I'd buy a steak, a couple of steaks for $2 because you know most of the kids didn't see what their dinner looked like when I started cooking it, but a couple of times they saw it and they're like, "Is that okay to eat, Mom?" I'm like, "Yes, it's fine." I said, "Do you know how much money people pay in a restaurant for an aged steak?" It's the same thing. It's still good. It's just a couple of days past its pull day, but it's still fine. So, yeah, it's always remind him. It's just, people pay big money for this, and um, I can spend $40 and get a chunk of flat iron at URM. It's good though if you use uh, just use a steak. What I miss to find is veal. Yes, it's not. Yes, they're little tiny deer, but they taste good. More potassium in, but it's tasty. It's really good. I like it. I like veal. I know they're not allowed to walk. They're not allowed to move. They're not allowed to see sunshine, but they're good. My 40th birthday dinner. They're like, "What do you want for dinner, Mom?" I mean, it's that's not the best conditions, but you know, chickens are cooped up in little tiny cages, can't move, just lay eggs and eventually become fertilizer. So that's why I only buy pasture raised eggs, pasture raised hen eggs, unless I buy them locally. But I get a kick out of people that the vegans. Oh well, you had to kill an animal to eat, so you can eat it. I'm like going. A couple of times I went off on them. I'm like, yeah, one cow can feed a family for a good year. I said, but you to have your salad, the farmer has to kill everything in that field. Every critter that's in there, every insect that's in there, there is more death to a vegan meal than there is to just having a cow or shooting a deer. And they don't like to hear that. I mean, there's even some fields. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Hmm. And those are the people who complain, where did all the bees go? Well, if you wouldn't chemically treat your lawn or let it die for lack of water, you'd probably have some bees. They're all in my lawn. or they're on the hillside. That I have to go and modify my geocache because put down certain times of year there's going to be a high number of bees, and it's about a 90-foot elevation gain, and someone complained because I put it down kid friendly. What kid can't go 90 feet high? Walk night. The daycare kids walk. Get. I don't know what the deal is, but they kind of complain. This isn't so much kid friendly. I'm going, get your kid off the fucking tablet and off the goddamn phones and get their ass moving, and walking that little hill ain't gonna be nothing. But I know. Or if they, God forbid, got out of Google Maps and looked from the other side, and it'd be a longer walk. It'd be a 6-mile walk, but it wouldn't be so uphill. I've already. Chinook Pass opens tomorrow. So Tuesday or Wednesday, me and the kids are going to be up on the top of Chinook Pass playing in the snow. So that'll be fun. But I'm trying to figure out what they're doing with Rainier. I've got bookings to go into Rainier in July. I need to make some more. They're only $2 to reserve the time slot. But that's the Sunrise side. That's the side we saw the bear on last year. But there's nothing yet. Stevens Canyon, where you drive up to get to Paradise, is closed until the middle of June. And they're not releasing dates to timed entry. I don't know what the deal is there. So, and I guess someone complained on X that access to Paradise, the gate was always closed in the wintertime. I don't know. But yeah, Sunrise is there's a lot of places I haven't really hiked in Sunrise, so I wouldn't, there's plenty of play areas in that area for me, but I still want to get to the Paradise side to see what happens this year. I don't know. Tomorrow I will be on the hillside. And tomorrow I will not be using. I will make sure I am linked before I talk for 30 minutes. It is supposed to be today. It's partly cloudy. I watched them color the skies last night with streaks. I knew we were going to have an ugly day today. Tomorrow will be, because I'm going to go back to the hillside again, except go the other way. The high tomorrow will be mostly sunny and about 73 degrees. I'll be getting my suntan on. So I'll be outside. One of these days I got outside TikTok. The gal who lives in Oregon wants me to go live on TikTok from out there. And some kid here on YouTube, pretty sure it was a kid, asked me to please not do my jokes ever again. I'm like, I do my jokes so my kids can find me later on after I'm dead. I got 14,000 followers on Threads, just doing meme jokes. Just about, I'm almost like 1,500 short on Instagram to get to 10 so I could be monetized. I think off of Instagram I've made a whole whopping 6 cents, and I'm not fully monetized. I 1 or 2 videos got that many views off of, I think, Facebook. So yeah, so about 30 minutes before I go live, I'll put out a community post. Yeah, I'll make sure. And I know not to wear my cover with my gimbal. Matter of fact, I need to charge my gimbal. because it didn't like it at all. There's like a magnet. I'm not sure how exactly my gimbal works, but it was just too much for the magnet rotating thing. So I had to take it off, and then it worked fine. But then I talked to myself for 30 minutes because Streamlabs didn't connect to anything. So I will end it here. I got to go clean that up so I can actually walk through the dining room and put all good 2 years worth of shampoo away back into the closet. Like I said, COVID fucked me up. I need the year's worth of toiletries. So hopefully I will catch you all tomorrow, some of you, while I go out into the sagebrush. All my love, Miss Dragon. So I will catch you all on the flip side. Have a great evening, guys. I'm going to be cleaning up. Whee! I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.
Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.